Sorry everyone that I'm a little bit late. Long story short, on Tuesday, someone hit Hutchins' car and they ran away. So I had to play Batman on Tuesday and find someone that did a hit and run on Hutchins' car. Fortunately enough, ended up finding out who it was. So now the insurance claim is done and her car's booked in for repairs. That being said, that meant that I lost like a day of work, and so that's kind of why I had to squeeze everything into a like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And that's why I was kind of like stuck a little bit later than I normally am on Thursday. She is fine. It was just like a little bump on the side of the car, but it didn't help that the person drove away. So I had to do my thing, find clues, find what car it was, talk to people, because of course the police don't do any of this for you. I had to deduce which house the person came from, went to investigate people there, had to interrogate them a little bit, ended up finding out who was staying there overnight, ended up getting their details, ended up finding out that it wasn't their car, it was owned by their dad, and then all this other stuff. So basically everything you would expect the police to do, I had to do, because the police don't actually do any sort of investigation. So if you don't literally have a license plate for them with footage of them hitting the car, they will not do anything for you. So I had to do all of that myself. So I ended up doing that. And of course, the father was like, what the fuck? And I'm just like, look, here's the situation. You got a choice. You can either give the insurance details like your daughter should have done when she hit my partner's car, or I can basically give all of this to the police and get the information anyway, and she can get a criminal record for doing a malicious hit and run. It's like, oh, she didn't know she hit her. I'm like, that's great, considering she's driving a 2022, whatever the model of car was, I have it written down somewhere here, it's not really important, that has rear parking camera and sensors as standard. Therefore, it is impossible for her not to hear the beep when she hit the car, plus I can hear it from my dash cam. So if you want to play that card, by all means, go for it. And after seeing the video, about 20 seconds later, he gave me all of his insurance detail. So, that was kind of solved, but it kind of took my entire day, though it was kind of fun. I have the whole thing recorded, including interrogating the couple where the daughter was staying overnight with her boyfriend while her dad was interstate. So I'm sure she's in a lot of trouble this weekend, but that's what happens when you hit someone else's car and you drive away. So, I don't know. If I'm bored, I might turn that into a YouTube video on what not to do when you hit someone's car. That's good coffee. All right, so back into Overlord. Hey everyone, I'm reading everyone's messages. For those of you that are watching this on YouTube, I am quite honestly surprised that so many of you are, because normally people just complain that where's the Japanese audio and they don't watch the video. So I kind of appreciate you guys that you are watching this without the Japanese audio, because Japanese anime companies like to copyright claim everything left, right, and center. And there is an episode from season 1 or season 2 that has been taken down from YouTube because of copyright. Thank you, Japan. So that's the thing. But all the episodes are available on Patreon with full audio, or watch the VODs on Twitch. That being said, someone did mention that it is possible to edit a reaction using the English audio when the English audio of the episodes does eventually come out. That is true. It is possible. The only problem is that it is incredibly time consuming. It is not particularly it's not a difficult thing to do. It's just that you have to align both the English video and audio and the Japanese video audio. Once you get them in sync, you basically have to manually pause every time I pause the video and hit play every time I hit the video. It is possible to do. It's just very, 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 very time consuming, and I unfortunately can't do it. So if there is someone out there that is crazy enough to want to attempt it, by all means, hit me up on Discord. I'm on there all the time. The link is in the About Me section on Twitch. The link is in the description on YouTube. So if you want to give it a crack, by all means, send me a message. I'll be more than happy to, let you take a crack at it when the English episodes come out. And if you can do it, I'll get you like something nice. I don't know. I'll get you like a mono Kuma or something, Ever thought of uploading a BitChute or Google Drive or something? Yeah, I keep answering that question all the time. YouTube has something in their TOS which basically says if you redirect from YouTube somewhere else to bypass copyright, they can terminate your YouTube channel. Whereas Patreon doesn't actually have that issue because YouTube actually endorses Patreon. Catch 22. So technically you could do that on Patreon, but you can't do it on BitChute without getting terminated. God, I love their TOS. So many holes in it. But yeah, that's sort of the reason. It's the same reason why the VODs on Twitch are subscriber only, because if they're on subscriber only, it means the bots can't claim it. Whereas I've actually tried leaving videos up without subscriber only, and when I did that, I got a copyright claim within the week, and we have a copyright strike on Twitch. So I need to leave them on subscriber only. Same thing with Patreon. If it's behind that paywall, the bots can't claim it, because technically if you're in a company, you can't actually buy a membership for something that like that, you know? So it's kind of like a beautiful thing about people that work in corporate. Corporate doesn't want you spending money on things that you want to take down. So it works really well. Anyways, let's start with Overlord. Going really quickly back to last week, Bone Daddy rocked up to Gilgamesh's tournament. It was like, sup, bitch. That being said, I'm not reading many of the comments on YouTube yet. I kind of want to watch the whole season blind, and then I'm going to go back and start reading everyone's comments. So by all means, guys, keep commenting, keep saying everything. Don't feel discouraged because I haven't replied yet. I will finish this season. I will go back to all the comments, and then I'll start reading them and replying, and we'll start having all those discussions. So don't think that I'm ignoring you because I haven't responded yet. I just want to make sure I watch this season blind before I start reading comments explaining what's going on, because that would defeat the purpose of being blind. So you know how it is. All right, cool. We are up to episode 4 of Overlord, with the OP and ED unavailable in Australia on Spotify because copyright. Again, I don't understand it. I cannot fathom the logic of making a song unavailable on Spotify when you get ad revenue on Spotify. So, like, I do not understand the logic that is Japanese copyright. I must be too stupid for that. So I am just going to, I don't know, probably get the song somewhere online myself and make a 1-hour version so I don't have to spend like 30 minutes every time I want to listen to the song. I can just hit play on a 1-hour version and it automatically loops and no one can take it down because I don't know. Like, blows my mind. Anyways, all right, cool. Let's kick it off. Episode 4. I cannot believe it is the weekend. I literally cannot believe it is the weekend. The whole week just gone. Like, pew, gone. But, you know, can't complain. And yes, I gotta put it on sub-only chat. Thank you for the reminder, Alex. People that are watching for the first time, you can chat in sub-only mode. You just gotta use the Mono coins, which is the currency on the channel. It takes about 10 minutes the first time you start watching to get enough coins to post a message. After a little while, you'll have so many coins that you can post whenever you want. The whole point is that most people just join the chat and then they start spoiling for some reason. And this is going to slow them down and hopefully give them enough time to read the title that clearly says, first time watching, no spoilers. I don't know why people spoil. But anyways, alright, let's watch it. Episode 4, let's do this. Can you just imagine being one of the maids for Ainz? And like occasionally he just says things like, "That's a wonderful idea! I can't believe that happened." And you're just like awkwardly walking behind him going, Do I say something? Do I just keep quiet? Is he okay? Is he suffering from a psychological or neurological disease? He just like randomly talks to himself 2 or 3 words out loud. Ah, I can't wait for the furries to come out. I cannot believe they have a bunny rabbit made. Well, that's a spoiler for the fight already. I completely agree with you. I still find it funny that Pandora actor's face is basically, I know. It's like he has no face, but he has a face. I don't know what Ainz was thinking, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's why he can take the form of other people. Maybe that's like the whole point. You don't want him in his base form. His function is to mimic other people. Like a ditto, whose function is to produce eggs. Poor thing. I'm sorry, but if you can secretly enter another kingdom in like a cart and horses and a carriage and everything, security is pretty lax. What kind of fucking subtitle was that? Do you feel it may be time for me to learn of you plan? You plan? You plan? You mean your plan? Sorry, my brain just kind of glitched for a moment and I was like, what? I can't believe that was this guy's idea. I thought it was Ainz's idea. Well, okay, fair enough. Ainz never has an idea. Odd grammar subtitles. What grammar? What grammar? Translator probably heavily relied on autocorrect. I shouldn't be complaining. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining. This guy literally has no plan. He's just going with it. Oh my god. Oh my god. I love how he's like intentionally slowing him down. But I love how he just gives him the equivalent of Wikipedia, but is like, yeah, it's in hieroglyphics. You're gonna have to work it out on your own. You know what? Back in the day, I would be surprised that there was a rabbit made, but knowing what I do now about the internet, this is probably pretty normal. You see, I was half expecting a cat made, but like rabbit made, same shit at this point. Hmm? Am I the only one that has played RuneScape back in the day that basically goes, I see this color and I'm like, ooh! You see, that is proper etiquette. You ask before you pick up someone's blade. The problem with all the people that ever see, like, my sword or my King Bradley swords, they literally pull them out and start touching it with their fingers. Fucking hell. Now I gotta re-oil the blade, clean the blade so it doesn't frickin' rust. People have absolutely no respect when it comes to other people's blades. It's the equivalent of me walking into your house and fucking your mother without permission. How much you want to bet Ainz is gonna invade Moria? At this point, I am absolutely shocked that that little mask is able to conceal his identity. I mean, who else dresses like this guy? With the big red balls on his shoulders, which I thought were his ears for the longest time, but apparently they're just, I don't know, like robes. I like how this like rich guy is trying to wear as much gold as he humanly can. The same gold ring on each finger. Just to be like, I have gold. And he probably has them on his toes too. He probably even has a cock ring made out of gold. Hell, he probably has a butt plug made out of gold that he is wearing right now. Sorry, he said something about something in writing. I was too busy imagining a golden butt plug. Kuma, if he didn't know Yirzivis meeting, he was just lucky being in the right place at the right time. Well, basically, yeah, this guy has absolutely no plan. He just runs with it, and everyone just assumes it's part of his grand scheme. I mean, at this point, this guy's just... I mean, sure, why not? That is a big fat lie and everybody knows it. But that's just his way of saying, oh yeah, don't worry about that. I can't do that for another 9 years, 11 months, and 30 days. Just go with it. And then someone's gonna be like, charge him! He can't use the spell! And then he's gonna be like, ah, excellent. Time to do the spell on an even bigger scale because you brought an army 10 times bigger than last time. Next thing you know, he literally summons Yag Nigarath, Yag Shub Nag Nigarath, whatever that fucking thing is. He doesn't summon the little goat babies, he summons the actual fucking thing. It's gonna happen, watch. I have to ask, is this rabbit a guy? Because it doesn't sound like a girl. See, at this point, I'm picking up when something's a trap. I've gotten to that stage of being around you guys that I'm like not only no longer shocked about the existence of traps, but I'm picking them up very quickly. As in like picking up that they're a trap, not that I'm picking them up and taking them home. That would not be a trap. That would... You know what? I don't want to go down that chain of thought. Watch, we're not actually get to see the fight. Oh no, we still got halftime. You see, as much as I appreciate the fact that they shook hands, I would never actually turn my back to an opponent, especially in a coliseum. God damn it, Ainz. I love how he's holding it like a sword. It's a spear! Or a staff. Wait, didn't he say he was not going to use magic? What was that touch? Aren't those the daggers that he took from that girl that he hugged to death? Is Ainz really that out of it that he doesn't realize that people secretly want him to be killed? Wasn't he supposed to not use magic? Now he's using an aura. What? Ooh, ooh, ooh! What? Oh, his strength's completely gone. Is he taking off his armor? Makes sense. I guess that makes more sense than having it like most MMOs where you simply cannot hit the person that's significantly higher level than you are, especially if you're swinging at such a close range. I mean, that would be ridiculous. That'd be like something out of Konosuba. At least this is like, okay, you hit him, but the difference is so vast that it's insignificant. It's like a fly landing on a horse. It does nothing. The horse isn't suddenly just gonna fall over because a fly landed on it. Oh, hey, Star. It, it's I mean, at least that makes more sense. I love how I was just like, oh yeah, I also put an ability on myself to make myself weaker so you could actually hit me. And I'm just sitting there going, this is not even fair. This is not even remotely fair. This is bullshit. This is like a max level person in an MMO going back to the starting area to do the first group quest. That's supposed to be a challenge. You just right click auto attack him to death. I can't believe this guy just didn't keep his mouth shut. Why was he screaming the entire fight? Does he think that Ainz doesn't have ears? I mean, I know he doesn't, but you know. Did he just like bend over a barrel? He's just like, I can't take any more of this. I cannot take any more of this. I want out. Tell me what to do, Daddy. Tell me what to do. Just put a leash on me and tell me what to do. I'll do anything. That's basically what he's doing. Meanwhile, he actually hasn't. Meanwhile, he actually hasn't seen shit. Yeah, he's completely lost it. He's completely lost it. Like, his paranoia has just taken him over. Like, there's enemies everywhere. Oh, the freaking episode just looped. Sorry. Wow, that... No outro? Oh my god! I hate when that happens. It just, like, finishes so you don't actually know it's the end of the episode. Seriously, it's like fighting a god. It's one thing to bow in front of someone slightly stronger. It's another if you're just an insignificant insect. It starts to feel meaningless and submission is the best choice. I mean, I know, but I'm commenting how his paranoia has basically broken him. He's at that point of stress where he's just unable to manage anything. He's probably unable to sleep, unable to eat. He's in a constant state of fight or flight. His mind's racing. He can't even logically just chill the fuck out. He's fucked. He's just fucked. He's basically there. Oh yeah, he's losing his hair. I think stress does that. It does in very severe cases. Yes, it can lead to hair loss. Like I said, he's at that step. He's at that stage. He's fucked. Stress has just broken him. He's probably a few inches away from a complete mental breakdown. He's basically at that point. I mean, he can push as far as he wants, but eventually every human has a breaking point. I love how I get like a random message that one of the STD solution found in Tuare was a fetus, further fueled by the fact she transforms his hand into an instrument used in abortions. I love how this has absolutely nothing to do with this episode. And it's like, by the way, and I'm just like, okay. I would not be surprised if Ainz was activating Despair Aura near Yirniv. I will never be able to pronounce his name. His Gilgamesh. Hollow Hunger full version is goddamn good. I'm waiting for the English cover. I'm just gonna have to create a 1 hour version. I can't even play it on Spotify, and half the videos on YouTube are not available in Australia for some reason. So I'm just gonna make a 1 hour version. Like that's it. I'm just gonna make a 1 hour version. I'm done with it. I can just hit play and I don't have to keep looping. I don't care. Japan copyright, fuck it. They just fucked themselves. All right, guys, let's take a quick little break, and then we've got Arcane with Hachan. I think we're up to episode 5. She's blind. I'm not, but I like rewatching it because you never get everything the first time. So we're going to take a quick little break, play some music in the background, and then we'll restart the stream for Arcane. Cool. And I'm going to post really quickly in Discord about that. Thanks for joining me, guys. After Arcane, we have AI Somnium Files. After that, on Saturday, we have Kingdom Hearts 2. Sunday, we have Mass Effect 3. And then Monday, we have Konosuba. And I believe we might be watching some Dragon Ball Super or possibly Naruto Shippuden. We'll see.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun sized, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.